storytelling about Elliot and the Attic treasure map. Chapter 1. The Map in the Attic. Elliot was an 8-year-old boy who loved to keep things tidy and in order. His room was always neat, his toys lined up, and his book arranged by color. But Elliot had a big imagination. One rainy afternoon, while organizing boxes in his grandma's attic, he stumbled upon something curious, a sturdy old scroll tied with a piece of golden string. "What is this?" Elliot wondered. Unknotting the string, he rolled the scroll open and gasped. It was a map covered in stars, exactly lines and drawing of a sparkling amulet split into their pitches. In the bottom, in wobbly handwriting, it read, "The key to secret the treasure outward." Elliot eyes breaking, he tucked the map softly into his backpack and hurried to show his grandma. "Look what I found," he said excitedly. Grandma smiled. "Ah, that belonged to your grandpa. He always loved a good treasure hunt. Why don't you see where it leads, Elliot?" Elliot nodded, briefly feeling a speck of courage. He checked his backpack, map, snack, water, and his lucky magnifying glass. He was ready for an adventure. Chapter 2. The Place in the Crane. The map the map freeze clue point to crannies, wildflower garden. Elliot tiptoed outside. Rainbow shook squishing in the mud. The clue had a picture of a red tulip and their stone beneath it. He examined the garden closely. Where's the red tulip?" he ordered. Aloud suddenly he stopped it standing tall by the fence just in like drawing. Beneath the tulip were the smooth stone. Elliot picked them up and found a tiny wounded box buried beneath. His heart thumped with excitement. He opened the box and inside was the fresh piece of the amulet, a shiny blue stone with a golden lobe on top. There was also a riddle on a slip of paper, if book in the sunlight. With a skip and hope, he dashed back inside. Chapter 3. At the win Chapter 3. At the window seat, Elliot carefully checked the cushions. He peeked under and felt around with his hand. At first there was nothing he found, but remembered remembered something his dad always said: if it's hard, don't give up, try looking in a new way. So Elliot started the cushion over and giggled. There was a scared zipper I had never noticed before. Inside was a tiny cloth pouch holding the second piece of amulet, a red gem, sparkling, sparkling like a cherry. Just then his cat Vickers jumped onto the seat, mm, mewed loudly. Are you helping me? Vickers Elliot loud. Vickers pawed at the map, knocking it to the floor. Elliot lunged again and picked up the map. The next clue was written in bright orange. Where stories begin, the dragon might hide. Your next piece waits inside. Elliot knew exactly where to go. The book chapter 4. Elliot ran to the big old bookshelf in the hallway. He scanned the shelves for any sign of dragon. There his favorite book, Dragon's Scarlet, was sticking out. He pulled the book and, to his surprise, in the shelf guarded and walled a little door open, revealing in hidden compartment. Inside was the thread and final of the amulet, a greenstone snapped like a leaf. Elliot carefully joined their piece together. Click the blue, red, and green stone. If green, the green stone with perfectity and glow softly. He thumbed the map of her and read the last line. When the amulet shines, return it to where the journey begins. Elliot thought hard. Where did I start? He wondered. Of course, the attic, with Whiskers following. Elliot climbed back up to the attic, amulet in hand. Chapter 4. Chapter 5. The attic was full of shadow and dust, but Elliot felt calm. He trusted himself and the map. He searched for a special support for the amulet and found a tiny hook and old wooden beam. He hung the amulet on the books. Suddenly, a gentle light filled the attic. The old scroll glowed, and new words appeared. Brave heart, Calver, mean the gentle hands keep the treasure safe. Yourself and you, I, always the wise. Elliot smiled, feeling warmth and proud. Inside, he realized the real treasure was gold or jewels. It was the adventure and the trust he in himself to in himself to solve the. Okay, bye bye, thank you.